All right. Hey, everybody. I am so excited about this Zoom tonight, girl. We've got Miss Lauren Berryman. She's a double diamond. And y'all, she is killing it with the host to post. Killing it. In 5 days, she's gotten over 30 customers and 2 DTs in 5 days' time. I don't even know what she did today, but I'm sure she has added to that since yesterday. But oh, y'all, I am just so thrilled for her to share, what she's doing, and we're going to kind of break this down a little bit. We're gonna talk about the reality of how this is all coming about. So, Lauren, I'm going to give you the floor really quick for you to just kind of share a little bit about your excitement of what has happened. How did this start? What spurred this? What happened?
Okay, you guys. So what happened was I went to the Try It on last Thursday night, which we normally go to, or I normally go to, and but I was there, and Laurel was there, and she shared her host to post like tips, and was literally like, hey, you guys, get out your phones, and right now we're going to text, or we're going to message 10 people, and we're going to say, hey, girl, quick question. And that totally just like was everything. Okay. And I actually didn't do all 10 right there because I have a lot of It Works distributors on my Facebook. So I wasn't able to just like quickly like message 10 people, hey girl, quick question. I actually had to kind of like go through and like look and see who was. So it wasn't like really quickly for me. But when I got home, I was able to sort through. I did 10 people, hey girl, quick question. And the next thing I knew, everyone was like, yes, or what? What can I do? What's going on? What's up? And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, what do I say? And she had given us a script, and I just started sharing that script. And before I knew it, literally, here I am, 36 loyal customers later.
Woo!
Distributors, 3 potential distributors. They're all pre-selling wraps to join because they're literally like 19 and in college. They want to pay for their college. And so I don't know. I just got so excited, you guys. I have been in for 7 years. And, I've had a lot of life happen, and this is just really my first, year trying to get things back going. And I know one thing Laurel shared at the meeting was that she thought, she promoted to Double Diamond really quickly and kind of fizzled out, and she thought she was a has-been. And then she started doing host to post, and it was like blowing up for her. Well, I had been doing host to post before. So if anybody's on here and you're like, girl, been there, done that, hosted the posts. Okay. No. I had also done host to post, but in a totally different and I guess wrong way, or not this way. And this way that I'm doing it is killing it. So if you think you're on here and you're thinking like, oh, I did it, goodbye, stay tuned because it is totally different.
Okay, so what's different about it?
Hey girl, quick question.
Okay.
That just changed everything. I went and looked back, and some of these people that I'm messaging, you guys, I have messaged 7,000 times. I've been in 7 years, okay? So I've been messaging people since 2012. I have been messaging them, saying things like long, short things, saying things about promotions, $20, kits, whatever, and ain't nothing ever said. Nope, no one ever responded. I say, hey girl, quick question. Guess what? Everyone is curious and they want to know what's the question. And so I think that's the first, just off the bat, getting me into the door. And then I say, literally, well, feel free to say no. But I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind sharing a post that I give you on your timeline to help me get referrals. I'm pushing for a huge promotion in my business this month, and it would mean a lot to me. And I do pray hands and hearts, or praise hand, up, or anything, and send it. I literally stick to the script, send it, and then they're responding.
And so when they're responding, then so they say, sure, I'll do that. So
Like,
they mainly responding good.
I literally just messaged a girl because I wanted to kind of have a couple on hand, and I have several examples that I've been picking out today as I've been going through. I'm like, oh, that's a perfect example to show or share. I literally just messaged one at 8:05. Hey, girl, quick question. Like, literally, that's all I said. And look, I have said other things, okay, before. Like, sent messages. She's talked to me, been interested in things. And I said, hey, girl, quick question. Immediately at 8:35, yes, ma'am, what's up? I said, cat emoji waving. Okay. Okay, so feel free to say no, but I was wondering if I could ask a huge favor. How would you feel about me giving you a post about our new coffee to copy and paste on your page and tag me in it for referrals? I am pushing for a huge promotion in my business in this month, and it would mean so much to me. She said, sure. And so I hearted it. Okay, I hearted it right there, and then I sent the thank you emoji, and I sent the script literally word for word with the picture, and she said, I will in the morning, if that's okay, so more people will see it. First of all, I love her. She'll be my next distributor. Also, I am not skinny, so I'm not sure people will believe this, okay? And so this is literally something she just said. So I'm going to heart it, and I'm literally going to voice message her back and be like, girl, be for real. Neither am I, but I've done this every morning for the past 6 weeks. I've lost 20 pounds. People are obsessed with it right now. It's just to help me get referrals. It would mean a lot. No big deal. No pressure. Like something easy like that. I'm feeling like that, you know, sticking to the script is key, but voice messaging it sometimes, if you can kind of like, I'm kind of knowing it at this point. I'm kind of voice messaging some, and that's helping too, I believe.
Well, that puts your personality into it, you know, and they hear you're being real with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to go on with the script.
Yeah.
So she said, yes, she's going to post it, which of course, actually, I've had several girls tonight do it. And this one was one of my favorites tonight. Let me see if I can find her. Her last name's Pink, so be for real. She's my favorite. I texted her at 6:48. Hey, girl, quick question. She said, yes. I sent her the script. It would mean the world to me. She said, only if you tell me how I can try some too. I've been wondering about it because I drink coffee a lot. And I said, haha, deal. And I sent my Cardi B emoji. That's my favorite. Dancing. And literally said, thank you so much. And I sent her my script and the cute picture that I sent. Okay. And I said, and then I sent the first script of my response when people comment. And she said, does it taste good? And I said, yes, you know, told her some things, tried to tell her about the chocolate greens. And so that's how simple it is, you guys. Literally, hey, girl, quick question. Would you mind posting this? You know, yes. Okay, great. Here's the post. Here's a picture. Thanks, girl. Mwah, Cardi B. And she's like, okay, awesome. What is it? Tell me about it. 9 times out of 10, they become loyal customers, and they're in before I even know it. Okay, honestly. And so what I do from there is she posts this to her timeline. So I'm going to go to her timeline. And what I do is I have everything that anybody tags me in on timeline review. And so it is not allowed to be on my timeline on my Facebook unless I approve it. And the reason why I do that is just, I mean, I've had it on that for a while, but because that way then when anyone tags me, I can go to my timeline and literally I have every single post that anyone has tagged me in right there in a list. And I'm not super green, so that just helps me. And I can go through and literally click on the post to see if anyone's commented. And if they have, I comment back and reply. And I will literally say, like, here's her post right here. I'll literally comment back when anyone says anything and say, I'll PM you for information, or I'll.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I was trying to mute somebody. I think I muted you, Lauren. Hang on.
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Accidentally hit.
So literally what I do is go to my timeline, click on the post that is the latest. Like, let me go to mine right now because I was just on hers. And then look, all these people are commenting, okay, that they want the coffee. They're commenting emojis, whatever, on this coffee post. So all I'm doing is saying, PMing you, okay? So then I literally click on their profile, whoever they are that commented. I friend request them immediately. I send them a friend request. And then I go straight to Messenger from there. I don't wait till they friend request me. I don't do anything like that. I literally go straight to my messenger or their messenger and say, hi, thanks for offering to help me out, emoji. Okay, so this is an instant coffee in a single serving packet with grass-fed butter, collagen, MCT, aka coconut oil. All you need is hot water. It rapidly breaks down fat to feed the brain and body while boosting energy, sharpening mental focus, enhancing the mood, and satisfying hunger while helping you cut cravings. Plus, you can take it anywhere. It's so amazing. How does this sound? And literally everyone comments, sounds amazing. Sounds awesome. Love it. Even if they comment, okay, and nothing else, I send the next script. And since this product is new, I need 90-day reviews, and you'd get my discount for helping me out. All I would need is either a written review or before and after picture, whatever you feel comfortable with. You drink the coffee 3 to 7 times a week, depending on how many bags you get, as your breakfast or lunch. Is this something you can do? Thumbs up emoji. And literally, even if they say, okay, I send them the next script, okay, which is, and I have all of these scripts in my notes. So I'm literally just going to my notes, copying, going to my messenger, pasting, going to my notes, copying, going to my messenger, pasting. The next script. Okay, so it actually ends up being cheaper than Starbucks. Praise hands. Retail at $65 for a bag of 15 single packets, but I'm going to give it to you for $39 monthly as my product model for 90 days, which will end up being for August, September, and October. You're going to be obsessed, girl. Trust me. Heart emojis, like fire emojis, whatever emojis, okay? All the emojis. And then literally they're like, oh my gosh, perfect. What do I say? Okay. Awesome. The only thing left to do is walk you through my website to enroll you in the 90-day review, or I can do it for you if you want, whatever's easier for you. And usually they'll be like, girl, just do it for me. So then I say, this is what I've done. Okay, awesome. I'm so excited for you. Text me, and I'm going to get some information from you to put you in. I cannot wait. You're going to love it. Okay, I'll send an emoji or a GIF or a little sticker that's like dancing or something happy. They text, and right then and there, before they text me, I'm on their messenger with them, on chat. I will immediately click on, if they've sent me their number, I'll save that because some people will text me their number too. I don't know why, they just do, or they want me to text them. I'll click on their number and I've got their name right there. Like this is, their name is at the top. So I click on their number and I can save it and I've got their name. So I'm typing their full name in and I'm putting PLC. If they're going to, because some people will be like, well, I get paid Friday. Can I do it then? I still say, yes, awesome. Text me and I'll save your spot and I'm going to follow up with you next Friday and put you on my, and they still text me. Okay, if they're at the point where they're like, I want it, but I don't get paid till Friday, they're in. I've just got to get them over to my phone, to my texts, so that I know to keep following up with them. They're in. They're ready. They just don't, they've got to get paid. Okay, what I do to help me is I go to their thing and I change the chat color. I've been doing that. If they're ready to sign up and they're going to order from me, I change their chat color to pink. That means they're a loyal customer. If I need to follow back up with them and I'm still, even if I'm saving them to my phone and I'm texting them next Friday to order, I'm changing them to red because they're not done. I know I need to follow up with them. If I click on their chat, it's red. If they're hosting a post for me, they're yellow. And if they're done, then I blue or I keep it normal. And then if somebody is like not going to do it or they were rude or whatever, like I just delete their conversation. I push delete and then I actually archive it. So I don't actually delete it, but you have to push delete one time and then you can archive that. If they become a loyal customer, I archive their conversation because I only want people in my chat that I am like needing to follow up with or that are right there. So then once I get them to my phone, they've texted me and said, you know, usually say their name. Hey, Donna, you told me to text. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. And they're like, I'm excited. And I'm like, okay, so all I need is a little bit of information from you, and I'm going to get you in. And I send them the list of the information that I need. And they're like, okay, awesome, I'm going to send this over. And I'm like, perfect, I can't wait. And then they send me their information, and I put them in. I have been screenshotting the subtotal and sending it to them because I'm doing it on my phone. I can send them the subtotal and like an overview of everything. And I say, does everything look okay to you? That way they're seeing the total, they're seeing all of their information, the address and everything. And they're usually like, yep, looks good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, perfect. I'm going to put this in. I go in, click submit, send them a picture of their customer ID. And then I text them that picture again. And I say, oh my gosh, you're in. I'm so excited. This is amazing. And then I send the script. Okay, one last favor, girl. I need you to post a post. I need you to post a thing for me on your timeline saying how excited you are. And then literally I send them the script of the post. They go to their timeline. I send them a picture. They go to their timeline. They tag me. And then this all just starts over again. Or they say, no thanks, too expensive, can't do it, not interested. I say, no worries, girl. No problem. I totally understand. But I really love for you to try it. So if you'd like to make a post for me on your timeline, if anyone orders, I'll give you a free sample. I'll give you a sample so you can try it for free. I end the last word on free because they're thinking that they don't want to do it because it's too expensive or they don't want to commit to 30 days or whatever, they're thinking. So I say, no worries. But if you want, you can host a post for me and put it on your timeline. And if anyone orders from it, I'll give you a free sample. And literally people are doing it, you guys. They're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that would be great. I'm like, is that better for you? They're like, yes. And I'm like, and I can just put you on my list for next month if you want to be a model for next month, if that's easier. And they're like, yeah, that would be great. Then I change their chat color to red. They're a potential. I'm going to follow up with them. They're hosting a post for me. I've added it to my timeline. And for me, you guys, I am not green at all, but I'm not going to lie to you right now. Okay? I have over 75 posts going right now because everyone is hosting a post. Okay? People who I'm reaching out to, which I've actually stopped even reaching out to people and saying, hey girl, quick question, except for the 2 tonight because I wanted to have some like easily right there to show you guys. So never ending circle. Like when Laurel said, this is the post that never ends. Like this is the post that never ends. If you want endless, just like potentials, it just keeps going. I reach out to you to host a post. You host a post for me. Then you get comments. I start getting customers. They're hosting a post. You say no, you're hosting. Guess what? You hosted a post and now you're a little customer. You're posting again, girl. Okay. It's just like never ending. And what ends up happening is that their friend groups are all like, they're all doing it. And so I've literally signed up the whole town of Cassville. Okay. In Missouri. I don't know where that is. I'm signing up everybody. Everybody in Cassville, Farm Road, whatever. They're signing up because their friend did it, this friend, that friend, all these friends, and they're seeing it and they're excited. They're doing it together. They're tagging each other and they're all just going crazy. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, okay? I feel like the main reason why this has been successful for me is because, for one, I'm rolling with it. When it's going, when people are messaging, I'm there to message. Like, this is me, literally. Y'all, this is me.
The truth.
I'm on the phone. But guess what? I'm like kind of already on my phone all the time anyway. And so me, I feel like when they're messaging back, they're on right then. They're wanting to know about it. They're ready. They're interested. They're curious. They're messaging. So I'm ready to back right then. Okay. Also, I feel like I am.
Oh my God! I told him I have a conference call.
I am kind of sending a few voicemails. I'm sending some fun emojis. I'm sending some GIFs. I'm sending fun stickers, some things. Keeping it interesting. I'm y'all. Literally, I'm not gonna lie. I sent a unicorn fart to her girl on accident, and she was like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, I just sent a unicorn fire to a potential. She laughed so hard. Like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I needed a laugh. Like, girl, I'm texting you right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, you can do no wrong. Like, just be you, okay? And don't try to be anybody else. Just be you, be real. Send them a voice message really quick and say, yeah, I took it. I loved it. So that's another thing. I think I'm being real. I'm keeping it I'm changing it up. Every message that I send, I'm changing up in some way, shape, or form. I maybe sent the same message like a handful of times. I'm changing the emoji. I'm changing, hey girl. I'm changing something about it. I'm not sending every message like the same as the script. It is the same script, but it's a different way of saying it. It's a different emoji, something to make it different. So I'm keeping it. I'm changing it up. I'm sending my personality, but then also I feel like I've really been on my phone. I'm on my phone. I need 5,000 volume extra this month, so I'm on my phone. So if they message, boom, I'm messaging back. If they're hosting a post, boom, I'm liking it and I'm watching the comments. And then I actually even wrote down everybody. So everyone that hosted a post for me, I'm writing their name, I'm underlining it, and then I'm writing everybody's comments underneath there. And so this is what will happen. Someone will someone's post will blow up. And so I try to at least write down if they become a loyal customer. So then I go back to Abby, who hosted the post for me, and say, oh my gosh, Abby, did you see you got 62 comments on your host a post? She's like, what? Oh my gosh, no. I'm like, girl, it's blowing up. I've signed up 3 loyal customers just today. And she's like, oh my gosh, seriously? I'm like, yes, you should be getting the commission for this instead of me. I'm not like, join my team, $99, anything like that, really. I'm like, you should be getting the commission for this. And she's like, oh my gosh, for real? Like, what's going on? That's how I've gotten 2 distributors. Okay. The other 3 are pre-selling the wraps to get in because they also I've signed up one girl from her post. From one post, I signed up 6 loyal customers and 1 distributor from her hosting post. So I messaged her today. She actually hasn't even seen it yet because I sent it to her on Messenger. I messaged her and was like, girl, you should be getting the commission for all of this. And I just feel like that's what's kind of keeping me in and excited. So do you have any questions really quick?
Well, what I want to say is you guys got to know that how many do you have going on right now? How many host to post? How many?
Over 75.
She's got 75 host to post going on right now, y'all. So of course she's going to be in her phone nonstop. So, do you have to do 75 host to post in order to get the kind of reaction she's getting? Probably. But if you don't, what I'm trying to say is your activity is going to be based on how much you're doing. And if you've only got 2 or 3 host to posts going, then you're not going to see the numbers that Lauren is seeing right now. But you may not be in a position to do 75 host to posts right now. I mean, she's working right now. Look at her. She's working. So, she's getting messages. For me, I couldn't keep up with it. So it would be just crazy for me to do that. But if, Lauren is on a mission. She is after it. She needs $5,000 in volume. So she's going after it. And she's young and she's got the time. She's got the desire. She's got the ambition to do it. So, you determine how much of this pie that you want. Do you want, to have that much activity going on? Can you handle it? If you can't, then just scale it back a little bit. And I'll recognize that that's hers is because she's got a lot going on. A lot.
Yes. And, I do kind of know when to say what. Okay, y'all, I've been in for 7 years. And I know when people are saying something because they don't want to do it or when they just don't they may not have the money, or they don't understand, or they need a little bit of reassurance. I kind of can feel that out. And so that is when I would send a personal message, or I would share my testimony. I have results. I have personal results from the keto coffee. So if they're asking me, Mom, what are you doing? I don't know. If I'm, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm asking them, what are your goals? And I'm saying things and kind of trying to get them, because here's the thing, you guys, if you can make it personal for them, if you say, is there a goal you're trying to reach? If you can make it personal to them, what are you trying to do? I say, is there a goal you're trying to reach, or are you just wanting the extra energy? Usually they'll say, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds, and that's when I can say, okay, girl, I personally have lost 20 pounds with this from drinking, the coffee every morning with 2 scoops of our chocolate greens. If you could get results like that, would you do it? Because when you make it personal to them, a personal result, a personal goal for them, they're going to spend the money. It's personal. They want that. They know that they drink Starbucks every morning, and I just said, so it ends up being cheaper than Starbucks, about $2.90 a cup. When you make it personal to them, they're going to do it because that's personal. And so then you not only have to make it personal, you're excited for them. Okay, girl, I know I could help you get some results. If you're serious about this and you drank this in the morning and then fasted until lunch, whatever, then I can help you get some results, girl. Let's do this. I got you. Mm-hmm. If you're not going to only show them the way, but you're like, I'm doing this with you. Let's do it, and get them excited. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just like Mel. If there's somebody that had to quote me on something, it would be, I'm excited. Like, it doesn't matter what they say. No. Oh my gosh, girl, I'm so excited. If you make a post for me, I can give you a sample for free. What do you think? Like, doesn't matter. They're like, no, thanks. It's too expensive. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, I thought so too. Until I figured out it was only $2.90 and I spend $1 million in Starbucks every day. Like, it doesn't matter what they say. And then I'm also just saying it, y'all. I'm saying it. I'm assuming they're buying. I'm assuming they're going to text me. I'm assuming they want to be in for next month. I'm assuming they're going to have the money on payday. That's a done deal. I put them in, potential little customer. I'm following up with you Friday. Can't wait for you to get it. You're going to love it, girl. And putting them in, and if they're saying like, follow up with me Friday or follow up with me Monday, I get paid this day. I'm like, perfect. I'm going to put you on my list. Text me right now so I can save your spot. I'm going to put you on my list for next Friday, and I'm going to follow up with you then if that's okay. And they're like, oh my gosh, yes. I mean, some girls are like, oh my gosh, please, like, don't forget me. Like, they'll text me and be like, hey girl, it's so-and-so. Like, please don't forget me. I really want to do this. And so what I'm doing is I'm saving their number and everything. And then I'm going to my calendar on my phone and I'm putting in whatever day they say that was payday for them, or whatever day they need to think about it. Like, one girl was like, give me till the end of the week. And I'm like, perfect. Can I put you on my calendar to follow up with? Text me really quick so I'll remember to put you on my list. And she did it. So then I immediately went to my calendar and I added her to the list of follow-ups for Friday. And they're just doing it. I mean, literally they're doing whatever I say to do because I'm telling them to do it.
All right. So we've got a question here. How do you handle dead-end messages? Just put them on follow-up. She said, I have so many on the verge, but just haven't pulled the trigger. Okay. So if anybody hasn't said anything by especially the next day, I say, hey girl, what do you think? I've got 3 spots left. So put that sense of urgency in there. And then if they don't, then you've already moved on. You've already got other people.
I mean, honestly, you guys, to be honest, I haven't done a ton of follow-ups with people besides that. I've sent them one other message. Hey girl, what do you think? I've got 3 spots left. And if they don't say anything, I'm 20 post to post later, and I've already got, if I get 5 low customers for a day, it's slow. And so, I'm moved on. And I'm in with people. I'm saying, no rush, like no big deal. I'm, no problem. So you're no big deal.
You are letting the numbers work for you rather than sitting and waiting and hoping that somebody's going to respond. You're just moving on, putting more host to post out, getting more responses, and you're just going with the ones that are responding.
Yes, exactly.
You have time to go back
I
and
really don't, but that is because I've chosen such a large number of hosting, posts. But for when I do follow up, okay. Okay, I had to send that. When I do follow up, what I do is I go to my messenger thread and I look to see who has an emoji by it that means that they saw my message right there.
Mm-hmm.
See how the rest of these, like, they haven't read it, but if they have their picture right there, that means they've read that, okay?
Right.
So if I see that they've read it and I'm the last one that has commented, then I will click that. I'll see if there's a chat color, because most of the time I will have changed the chat color by then. And this person said, okay, my goal is to lose 5 pounds. And I sent, girl, I got you, in a GIF, and she didn't respond. So that was probably earlier tonight. So I'm not going to respond just yet. But like tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, girl, what do you think? I've got 3 spots left. That's it. Move on. Then my next person, I'll scroll down until anybody that has a little bubble. I'll click on them. And the same thing. She said she was going to text me. Okay, so I'll look in my text and I'll search, because usually I've already saved their number. And if I haven't, sometimes it'll say, if you have an iPhone, maybe Terry, And so I'll look and see in my last couple of texts if she's texted me or not. And if she hasn't, I'm going to text her and say, hey, girl, did you text me? I can't find it. And they're usually like, oh, my gosh, no, I got busy, the kids, whatever, And I'm like, oh, my God, no worries. I thought I was going crazy. And honestly, I sent that the first time because it was the truth. I swore I had a girl's text in there, and she didn't text me, kill me. So, but that just works. They're like, oh, yeah, no worries. One lady was like, I texted her earlier today because she said she was going to do it right then. And I was like, hey, girl, did you want me to save your spot? And she was like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I walked into a dentist appointment and I totally forgot. Like, I'm going to do it tonight as soon as I get home. And I'm like, okay, perfect. That way it's just reminding them, and it's a way to follow up without being super crazy. And then some of them, if you want to, just say, hey, do I need to save your spot, or did you change your mind? Something like that gives them like a way out, I like to say. Yeah, I need to wait till next week. Then you have a way to follow up. Okay, perfect. No big deal. I can save your spot and put you on my list for next week. Text me really quick, and I'll be sure to do that for you. If they're already on text, then just say, no big deal. I'll put you on my list for next Friday. No worries, girl. I'm so excited. So no matter what they say, like, I'm following up. I'm reaching out. I'm going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to love it. Boom, done.
And as a last resort, you can always send a unicorn farting.
Yes, exactly. And I'm not offering a bunch of free samples. I'm saying, if they're saying, if the first thing that they say is, do you have samples? I say, yes, absolutely. 1 for 5, 5 for 20. And I don't say anything else. I don't say, yes, you can have 1 for free, because guess what? I paid for mine and I'm addicted and I have to have them. And so if you want to pay me for them, then 100% you can have it, girl, all day. And so I'm meeting a girl that works in a salon on Friday to give her hers. She wants 5 for 20. So really quickly, I wanted to share some perfect examples for you guys, okay? Because I wrote down some of the perfect examples of, I'm going to start with host to post. I'm going to start with like the scripts, because host to post is pretty easy. Literally say, hey, girl, quick question. They do it or not. If they say no, I'm like, no worries, girl. Thank you anyway. And send an emoji and move on. I delete their chat. I just delete theirs. I don't even archive it. I delete it and move on, because literally if I send, hey girl, quick question, like if you want to archive it, you can, but if I send, hey girl, quick question again, they're going to tell me or let me know. Usually I haven't even gotten hardly any no's, so I'm just kind of moving on and deleting it. But okay, this girl is a perfect no example. Okay, this girl said no. I said, okay, first of all, I messaged her late at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, okay, I'm going to message you in the AM, girl, no big deal. And she said, thanks. So I sent her a unicorn emoji that said, you're welcome. Okay, then in the morning I said, hey, sweet girl, so this is an instant coffee and everything like that. And then the last part that I add is, how does that sound? She said, what are the flavors? I said, we have coffee, creamer, or lemon flavor. Which would you prefer? I'm a chocolate person. And I said, ooh, girl. Okay, so I had to voice message you because, girl, if you're a chocolate person, what I did was I drank 1 cup of coffee with 2 scoops of our chocolate greens. We have greens that are chocolate, and it literally tastes like a skinny mocha, and I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks. Like, all I did was that, and I fasted until lunch, and I lost 20 pounds. Like, seriously, if you like chocolate, you should try these too, and literally you'd be obsessed, girl. What do you normally put in your coffee? I always try to end in the question. So what do you normally put in your coffee? She said, I drink chocolate cake. I drink green chocolate cake with creamy chocolate creamer. I think she meant like that was her like coffee. And I said, yum. Okay, well, if you get this, it'll not only be yummy, but it'll burn fat. You'll have more energy and curb your appetite. And she said, let me think. And I said, no worries. Hey, if you want, you can make a post for me on your timeline. And if anyone orders, I'll send you a sample for free so you can try it. She said, okay, perfect. Send it to me. And so I literally just copied and pasted my post, sent her the picture, boom, done. Okay, another no is...
But that wasn't really a no.
I mean, yeah, it really wasn't, but I mean, when she just said, let me think, like that's kind of, to me, it's kind of like, eh. All right, so this one said, like after I sent her the first one, she said, how much would a package be? And I sent her the price script, and she said, okay, that sounds cool. And I said, awesome, let's do this. The only thing left to do is walk you through my website, or you can do it yourself. She said, gotcha, I can do the website. Then I said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Text me and I'll give you my site and I'll walk you through it. And I gave her my phone number and she didn't say anything. So I responded back the next morning and I said, hey lady, did you text me? I can't find it. She said, I did, but after thinking about it a little more, I'm going to pass. Thank you for your time though. And I said, oh my gosh, that's totally fine. I'd love for you to try it if you want. You can could you post on your timeline for me? And if anyone orders from it, I'll send you a sample so you can try it for free. Literally, she did it. Perfect. So she was like, nope, and it doesn't matter anyway. I got her to host a post for me on her timeline, and I think for hers, I've only had 2 comments, but heck, it's better than none. Okay, for a loyal customer script, for what I said to sign up for somebody for a loyal customer, this girl was super cute. Okay, notice her chat is pink because she became a loyal customer. So I sent the first message, and she said, sounds good. How much? I sent her the script and notice you guys, like, if they ask how much it is after the first post, I send that script next. I send the price script next.
Yeah, you have to be flexible.
Yeah, whatever they say, I answer it. Sometimes, I mean, I have signed up 3 customers so far that after I sent the first one, they were like, perfect, how do I order it? And I said, do you want me to sign you up or do you want to do it? And they said, you do it. And I got them to text me and they signed up. I mean, whatever they say, I'm just going with it because if they're ready to do it, fine. If they need coaching, fine. If they need my testimony, fine. Like whatever they're saying, I'm doing it. Okay. And so she then said, I'm down to try it. And I said, oh my gosh, yay. I'm so excited for you. So the only thing to do is walk you through my site. I sent the emoji, she's seeing that. And then she said, I'm currently driving. So if you could do it, that would be lovely. And I said, perfect, lady. What's your number? I'll text you what I need. And she sent me her number. Then she texted me and I was like, girl, I voice messaged her and I said, if you're driving, I don't want you to text me all this information. And literally I got a text back. This is her boyfriend and she wants this so badly. She's having me type this information in for you. I was like, perfect. So got her information. I sent her the script of what I needed for her to take her order. They sent their information. I sent her, does this look good? She sent, yep, or her boyfriend did. And I said, perfect, I'm putting your order in right now. Okay, so those are just a couple of examples of when it goes right or when it goes wrong, I'm doing whatever. And then after they sign up as a customer, they're hosting that post for me. So either way, I've won and won, or I've lost and then won.
I love it. So Cindy's asking, what pictures do you send?
I literally just go onto Pinterest and I type in iced coffee. And I save the cutest, let me show you a couple. I had a girl just comment, so I need to like it, but here's one of them.
So
Okay,
you're not
just
sending
something.
the keto coffee pictures.
No,
No.
nothing says keto. Nothing says it works. Nothing says anything like that. And here is why. Okay, it's not because I'm ashamed of us or that will turn anybody off, because sometimes it gives us credibility, and it has for me several times talking to people. But it's just to keep it. What is this? Wow, that looks good. Or, I would try that. Or I want to know more. Just curiosity killed the cat, which is why people are responding when I say, hey girl, quick question. Because they want to know what it is. And especially if somebody posts like, I just did this. Who wants to do it with me? Everybody's like, okay, yes, I'd try it. I'll do it with you. I want this. I want that. What is it? What do I have to do? They're always just like looking for something to do. And what's so cute and awesome is that one of my, have you tried making it like the picture? Oh, I don't know what that said. I'll read it. One of my little girls put, hey, friends and coworkers, we're all looking for ways to get thin with our busy lives and work schedules. So let's try this one together and stay motivated with a healthy conscience and still look great. I mean, she put that in there for me because literally she was like, I went and looked at the ingredients for this and it's all amazing. And I'm super pumped about this to share it with my friends. So, they're like getting excited about it and pumped too. And like I said, most of my host to post people are becoming customers as well.
Awesome. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so you've got all these host to posts going on. How are you keeping up? How do you know, I'm not talking about your notebook, but how do you know who all is commenting? I mean,
Okay, like just right now I got a notification on my phone, and that's how I keep up with most of who I'm messaging right now right away is my notifications. If I go to my notifications and I have somebody that just commented, then that's the one that I keep up with first. I immediately do. I'm not always on top of it with my notebook because that is just a way for me to kind of keep track and visually see. And then I can go to that person and say, look, you had this much, like, wow, this is crazy. Obviously you can see that if you log it, in and you're looking at your timeline review, you can see how many comments. Like I literally had one girl have over 70 comments. And so obviously I can see that, but when I have my notebook out and I'm just like looking through really quick and I've wrote down a ton of names, I can quickly just message her in my messenger and say, oh my gosh, wow, have you seen how many comments you have? This is amazing. You should be getting the commission for this. But right now, what I just had somebody do was comment, and she commented a GIF, which this is my favorite GIF. So when anybody comments this, I make a big deal because that's my favorite GIF ever. And so I will comment back and be like, oh my gosh, this is my all-time favorite GIF. You're amazing. I'm messaging you right now. And sometimes with some people, I have noticed this. And so this is something that I've been testing today. I don't know if it's everyone or not. So like I said, I'm testing it. When I friend them, like I'm going to go and friend request this girl right now, even though I haven't commented back to her. She's super adorable. Oh my gosh, I want her to be on my team. And then I go to her in my messenger. So we're not friends yet, okay? But I've just pulled her up in my messenger, and I'm going to send the script. And I'm going to say, hey girl, thanks for offering to do this. And that's also assuming that they're doing it. Thanks for telling me you're going to do this, girl. I'm so excited. It's like I'm already assuming. But one thing that I've noticed is that some people are not seeing when I've commented that to them and then they accept my friend request, they're not seeing that previous message, even though it looks like that they had seen it. So today I have been testing if I go back and copy and paste that after they accept me, because for some people, if you'll notice, if you're doing this and you're keeping up, it'll say so-and-so accepted your friend request. And some won't say that. It just kind of, you're just friends. I don't know if it has something to do with that or not. But I've noticed that if I do that and I copy and repaste it, that same thing, then they comment and respond. And so that's something new that I've been doing. I've been questioning people and saying, hey, did you see the information I sent? And they'll say no. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I can resend this to several people that it looks like that they saw my post, my first initial one, but maybe they haven't. So I'm going back through and I just started doing that right before we started our live. So I'm testing that out. I'll let you guys know if that's what the deal is maybe they're just not seeing that even though it looks like it. And that could be huge too, because if you posted a post and you're thinking, okay, well, they've seen it and they didn't respond, they may not have. for some of them. So we'll test that theory out and see what that is about.
There was a question here from Jamie. She said, are you keeping it on your timeline review and not on your actual timeline? And you had already
Never on my
that.
timeline.
You do it
Never on my
on
timeline.
review.
You guys, if I put this on my timeline, I would have over 75 posts on my timeline that all look exactly the same. People would be like, what the heck, this girl's a psycho. You know, because I am. But, you know, but for one, it's not because I don't want it to be on there, but, you know, I don't really want that. I'm trying to keep my brand, you know, on my Facebook, even though I don't post to it as often as my Instagram. But also because it is a way to keep you organized. If you don't want to do a notebook, if you don't want to do chat colors, you know, whatever, just having it on your timeline, at least 10 times a day, I'm going to my timeline and clicking every single timeline review that someone has tagged me in and looking at and scrolling through to the last comment to make sure that I've commented back. When I reply back to someone, that means I have messaged you or I'm going to message you. And then sometimes I even still click on almost all of them just to make sure. If I've got a lull in my day, I'll go through and click on all of them just to make sure, because sometimes I don't hit send. Okay?
I do that.
So, you know, or I never sent anything. Like I may have sent them a friend request, something happened, and I don't even know. And so what I'll do then is I'll be like, girl, did you get my message? And they'll be like, oh my gosh, no. And I'll be like, oh, that's crazy, because I totally sent it. Unicorn fart emoji. You know, like, you just gotta give yourself some grace and just be real with these people, because I feel like that they appreciate that the most. And this is my most epic fail. Okay, you guys ready to laugh your butts off about this? Because I'm in my groove the other night, literally I can text faster than I can think or talk, and I can talk pretty fast. I was texting so fast the other night, and I was just in my groove of copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. The whole town of Cassville signing up. Everybody lives on a farm road. I have no idea what those are. I'm putting people in. I'm yelling to mom, like, help, man down over here, man down, help. And I messaged someone. I'm like, how does that sound to you? And they're like, sounds amazing. What do I do? I'm like, I need 90-day reviews. Would that be something that you can do? And they're like, yes, it sounds like perfect for me. I'm like, all right. I send them the next script, and it's like, well, it's going to be this much, and you have to do this. And, you know, you're going to love it, girl. And they message back, I'm a dude. I was like, yes, you are. And I'm an idiot. I literally was so embarrassed. I'm like, OMG, clearly your name is Brad. And I don't know why I sent that. It's late and I'm crazy. And he literally was like, no big deal, like whatever, I'm ready to do it. And I texted, he was like, you know, what do I do? And I'm like, can you text me and I'm going to put your order in? And he texted me and I was like, hey girl. And he goes, what? And I said, LOL, just kidding. I know you're a dude. And I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. So, you know, like literally he signed up anyway. He was cool with it. Like, you just have to be you, be real, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're not the expert on it. You are. Okay? Yeah. You're the expert. Even if you've been in for a month, you know more than they do. So just have fun, laugh it off, pretend like, oh my gosh. I literally told one girl when I sent her the same message over, and she said, are you just copying and pasting? I said, girl, my messenger's crazy. I'm going to have to delete this app and re-download it, girl. It's crazy.
Oh, God. Well, I love it. I love that you are just on fire right now. You know, I hope you guys can hear the excitement in her voice. This is, you know, she's been doing this for 7 years. And I can probably pretty safely say that she's never had this much activity as she's had in the last 5-6 days and all. Yeah. So, you know, is that same amount of activity going to happen for you? I don't know. But if you got 75 host posts going, I'll bet it could. You know, yeah. It's all up to what you want to handle, what your day is like. Just know that it is totally about numbers. The more you got, more irons you got in the fire, the more you're going to get in return. If you can only do 10 host a post, yeah, then do the 10 host a post. Don't let it stop you because you're not getting 36 customers in 5 days. But what if you got 5 customers? in 5 days. That's 5 more customers than you would have had if you hadn't done anything, right?
Yes. If you did 10 host to post and you got half of those, like, 5, I mean, that 5 customer, that's incredible. Okay. Because it is about numbers. And, 2, I wanted to say, this isn't a million BV, you guys. Okay. They're getting coffee and that's about it. I maybe get them to do greens because that's what I've personally been able to have results with. And that's an easy thing. If they like, sweet coffee or something, I can say, yes, add this. It's only 33 for a month supply. They like that. But I will say, if you're in person with someone, or you're throwing try-its, or you're doing sip-in samples, or you're at events, there is something different about being there with them in person. You can get them to do, upsell them into a package, or sell. And I've been able to do that with some that are interested, that are asking, that are, they're the ones coming to me saying, well, what else, what can I do? I need to lose this much. But for the majority, I'm getting in 30, BV orders. So yes, it's amazing. Praise the Lord for 36, customers. I'm going to have 40 by the end of the night, but they're 30 BV average. So don't be thinking that I'm putting in $300 orders, y'all. Okay.
Well, what I love about this, though, see, is once you get them as a customer, and if you're following up with your customers and you're taking care of your customers, then you can suggest them other things. But sometimes if you're not careful, if you start throwing other things at them, then all of a sudden their walls come up and you've just lost them.
Yep.
Because they were responding because you said X product, coffee product. And then you start saying, oh, girl, and you can get this and you can get this. Now, all of a sudden, all they see is, oh, this is going to cost more than I thought. And they start backing off. Get them as a customer. Then you can refer them to other products after you've already got them as a customer.
One thing that I'm saying when they sign up as a customer, after they're in and done, if I put them in or they tell me they've ordered, I will say, girl, I'm so excited, but text me as soon as your order gets in, and I'm going to make your first cup with you so that you love it. And if I'm talking to them on a voice text, or, I had a couple of them that wanted to call me, I will tell them that there is grass-fed butter in there. You have to make sure it blends up and gets, melted down. So I'm saying to them, as long as it's in super hot coffee and you really blend it up or mix it up or stir it or buy a frother, you're going to love it. It's going to be super smooth and creamy, and I can help you. I have got tons of recipes to help you love this product. So I am making sure that as soon as it gets in, the first person they want to tell is me, so that I know I can say, okay, girl, before you make your first cup, you're going to need to do this, this, and this. And what's going to be cool is they're all going to be kind of getting their orders around the same time frame. So I'm going to be copying and pasting then too, what to do for them. Also, I wanted to say really quickly, I'm going to put in the team page. I did make a ketones post or message for people that are not interested in coffee, and they say, oh, I wish I liked coffee because I would love to do this, or something like that. I literally message them and say, we have lemonade. Girl, I'm messaging you right now. We got lemonade. Ain't going to stop me. So I literally made up a ketones one today that just says, okay, this is a lemon flavor powder mix that has the beta hydroxy butyrate, salts, and ketogenic amino acids that help power your body and brain, boost energy, sharpen mental focus, and even enhance your mood. It increases endurance and quickens recovery time. It also supports the results of your low-carb or keto diet while gaining the same benefits without the strict diet throughout the day. How does that sound to you? And they're doing the same thing. Oh my God, sounds amazing. Then I'm like, okay, since this product is new, I need 90-day reviews. All you need to do is before and after, you drink 1 scoop 30 minutes before breakfast or as an afternoon boost for energy. Is this something you can do? Yep, sounds good to me. And I say, okay, so it retails for $81 for 1 tub, but I'll give it to you for $49 as my monthly product model for 90 days. The amount of energy it gives you is unreal. You're going to be addicted. Trust me. So I did make that one up. I'm going to post it. And then I actually made up one for Keto Go because I had a girl interested in that. And I made that up for her because she's on keto and was wanting something for like a boost to keep her in ketosis. So I'd made up that one for her. So I'm going to send those just so that you can have it just in case. I've only sent out literally a handful of the ketone ones the past 2 days, but I just thought it would be handy for anybody that did say like, well, I wish I liked coffee, or I don't like coffee. One girl literally put a vomit emoji, and I said, this is the funniest thing I've seen all day. I'm messaging you just because you're awesome. So, but one thing I want to say for greens and for people who are scared or hesitant or like, I'm not sure, I don't know who to message, like, who am I going to message? Because I had one of my like bestest friends ever message me today and be like, I don't know who to do it to. Do I do it to people? What if I did this? Or what if I never talked to them? And they were, a friend requested them and I don't know them. Doesn't matter. I'm literally messaging. If they're my best friend, I'm messaging them, hey girl, quick question. If I don't know them, I've never, talked to them before. Hey girl, quick question. If I've messaged them a million times since 2012, whenever I joined and I said a million trillion different things, I say, hey girl, quick question. And they're all responding the same. So don't overthink it. I'm sending it the same thing. Hey girl, quick question. I'm not putting, hey girl, how's your day? You're awesome. You're amazing. Now, one girl, I did put something personal because she went through something really tough lately. And I did say something to her first because I had already messaged her about it. But anybody else, I say, hey girl, quick question. And that's it. Nothing else.
Awesome. Lauren, thank you so much. I'm just
yes, of course. I hope this helps you guys because I don't want y'all to think I was ignoring your messages. It's just been so crazy, and that's why yesterday when we were at your house, we had this idea. So please do not think that I was ignoring y'all. I love you all, and I only want to help you guys do the same exact thing. So that's why I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Mel, for letting me share tonight, and I'm glad that my phone was like pretty calm, because this was perfect so that I could help you guys do the exact same thing without like being rude on there. And like people are messaging me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I already have carpal tunnel. I can't message them back.
Thank y'all so much. I will put this recording up as soon as it gets downloaded onto the computer. I'll put it through YouTube, so we've got a link. But thank you, Lauren. I appreciate you so much. And yes. You guys just try it. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yes.
Try it. And if you feel stuck, reach out on Pioneers and just say, hey, I'm having trouble on this post or whatever. What would you say? And, there's so many great, awesome leaders on the Pioneers page that are willing to help. And, we'll get you going. You just got to be willing and just don't give up. All right?
Yes. I'm excited to go and watch Carissa's recording with Cammie on Keto Cash.
Oh, is that going on right now?
You just did it.
All right.
I'll watch the replay.
Oh, yes. We got to watch.
My girl, we got our mermaid hair, you guys. You got to look at Carissa's mermaid hair. We're twinning.
Don't get excited. It didn't happen. Don't get excited.
Oh.
Why?
But look at you with some lipstick on, girl.
I'm ready.
Right?
I'm ready.
What happened?
They couldn't get the link. She just kept pushing it, wasn't connecting.
Oh, but you look amazing. You're like slaying it right now.
Yeah,
I tried.
I love you guys. We're gonna.
I love you. I love you all so much. Good luck. Y'all are the best. Have a good night.
Good night.